swear I love these European doors, but guys, just let me show you the damn struggle it is just to get them open. If I was being chased by somebody, or a stranger came up to me and followed me up to the room, I would probably die because it takes me about 30 seconds just to open 2 damn doors. Did y'all count how many key spins I did? Probably a million. Okay, good morning guys. It's the next day. It's a little cloudy, but today we're gonna go biking. The Appian Trail is what they call it. It's just basically an old road that the Roman Empire used to use to ship and transport all the things that they needed from the empire all the way down south. It must be nice to walk down there. We gotta go someday. Trying to catch a bus though. Let's see if we can make it. So we gotta take number 87 to get to the Appian Trail. Holy smokes guys, this bus felt like it was falling apart after driving over cobblestone. My entire body felt like jello getting violently shaken around. If you have a chance to step away to the more local areas, the food prices are cheaper and still very tasty. Here is the start of the bike tour with Sergio, who is a professional archaeologist in his day job. He was such a great storyteller with such a deep understanding of the historical sites that we passed on the Appian Way. Always such a cool sight to see. Sheep grazing and roaming in a public park. One of the more interesting stops that we made was at the Nymph Egeria's ancient shrine. Sergio told us about the birth of Rome was made possible by 2 people. Numa Populus, who was a simple man that fell in love with the Nymph Egeria. When he died, Egeria melted into tears and became a fountain that supplied water to the nearby regions of Rome. And now we go drink Egeria's tears. It comes in 2 flavors, one naturally fizzy and one naturally flat. So this is all fizzy water, and it's natural from the volcano. So this side is the natural water, without the fizzy, and it's all free. These roads are similar to the roads in Pompeii, where you see the grooves on the road are made by the public transport wagons over the years. New?
This is the original cobblestone in the Roman time.
Marble was the first layer of this road, Appian Way. It's been here for since 700 years. Nice, the cat. My attention span for history quickly shortens when there's a cute animal. As you can see, it's hard to bike, talk, and film at the same time. I almost ate dirt like 5 times. 2 hours to the Coliseum by walking. This is the old bus stops. Dressing for the rich people's shop. 1-person Roman toilet.
For 6 persons.
Oh, okay.
Very big, it's very big. The Roman soldiers to check the people before entering the city. Here I have the big door. Inside in this big tower, living the Roman soldiers. Here, this big house, living the general of the soldiers living here. And now, if you want, it is possible to see the picture of the general living here. This sculpture is original. The globe, the symbol of the carriage, the well of the carriage.
So that is the aqueduct, the old Roman aqueduct.
The mountain of Abruzzo in this direction is 200 kilometers from here with the city of Rome.
So this is the Roman aqueduct. Soldiers used to live up on the first one, the very top. You see little windows. Apparently it's like each soldier lived there. And how they transport it from the mountains all the way down. It's an aqueduct system.
but it slants 6 degrees down and then comes up again and then goes down, slants up, goes down, and that apparently keeps the pressure of the water from the mountains, so you don't lose water pressure.
The role of the soldiers here was to defend the waterway from anyone trying to poison it, and they could also send messages in glass bottles.
A little bridge. Old versus, I guess, still old, but newish.
It's no living on top because it's very small, but living here in this area.
Now we're off the bikes, we're gonna quickly switch gears to head over to the Coliseum. Quick tip, buy takeout pizza and sit next to the Coliseum walkways for a fun foodie pick.
Alright guys, so we're outsourcing this part of the tour, outsourcing this part of the vlog to the tour.
Because every time that the Italian government releases new tickets to go to the Coliseum, there's bots that take it all up, and there's literally none left over. The only way, and it's the most easiest, simple way, is just to book a tour, and you don't have to deal with beating bots. So this is pretty interesting. Back in the day, between these two blocks, the Coliseum had iron rods to stabilize these, as well as the bigger wooden blocks to stabilize the bigger holes. And now going down this long hallway, you see all those rods missing because people have stolen it over all these years. Without those stabilizers, the Coliseum is very, very delicate now. And it's so delicate they can't restore and clean the polluted black ceiling to its normal limestone color.
This is the outer wall of the Coliseum. Wow.
Back during the gladiator days, the gladiators will have their separate training camps just far off, and when it's time for the duels, they will come through this triumphant gate, and this gate was meant specifically for the entrance of gladiators. I think walking through this entrance, I felt like I was a rock star, going out into like a crowd of thousands to perform a concert. This has to be how Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift feels once they go out into a sea of people. Even just walking out here from the entrance, I felt so much adrenaline pumping, and finally get to tick off something from my bucket list.
So these are actually the marble layers. They're reconstruction, and each layer was just nobles. The first layer here, where all the nobles will sit, and apparently it was so close to the stage because it's like literally here. The stage is here, that they would have archers all lined up in case the lions jump on them. So we're going into the Rorum Forum now. Rorum Forum. Alright, let's see what's up in here. It's like a living museum, I swear. Not a living museum, what am I saying? I'm so tired. This is like an open museum. Arch of Titus, that's what she said.
So the Palatine Hill is our first area to see. I don't know if you guys know, but the word palace has its origins linked to the word Palatine, because on the Palatine Hill, you have the Roman Emperor's big house, and thus the word palace was associated to being a big house. Now, as a tour group, we all have very short attention spans for old history things. The tour guide wasn't impressed. We all took 10 minutes mesmerized by parrots rather than the Emperor's palace. But look at them, they're so colorful. Absolutely insane that this was a city center 2,000 years ago.
So this was the Middle Age arches that were made. That was the ground level, and that was all buried below. And then we just kept digging and digging to excavate that valley. Yeah, there's way more. It's like civilization on civilization, built on layer.
During a certain period, this building was a bank that housed all of the gold of Rome.
That green door is where it was before. That's the ground level. Now we did excavating. They showed us all the underground.
Alright, that should be enough history for today. I don't know about you guys, but my brain is history zonked out. A quick snack at Regoli Pasticceria for their famous Meritozzi cream buns. We finally made it to dinner. Everyone eats around 7:30 p.m. here. If you like to eat earlier, do it, because I waited 2 hours in line for this place. The mentricana sauce was sweet and tangy. These fried zucchini flowers were crispy on the outside, while gooey on the inside with cheese. Lastly, the porcini tagliatelle tasted light and refreshing. And that's enough to put me in a food coma.